you know? Um, and so that's when, unfortunately, we're in the pandemic now. And, of course, praying to the Most High, please bless me to come across another opportunity. And then, of course, this opportunity came across my lap again, because I was actually introduced to this probably like 2-3 years ago through a family friend. And at that time, I was always interested in trading, but at that time, we was just getting into like the bigger projects, filming wise and everything like that. So my mindset wasn't really there, what I'm saying, as it is now. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, and that honestly, the fact that you had the courage to even follow your dreams, to do the comedy thing, that's happiness in itself. I'm sure it brought you a lot of joy, and being able to just be introduced to that arena and so many successful people. Because kind of like me, when I left California, I left the thought of working a 9 to 5 completely. Like, I just knew, because there was something tragic that happened that was around me, and I just knew that God was pushing me to something different. So I decided to become an entrepreneur. So having to work for yourself, you're right. It's like, you work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. But at the end of the day, God's the ultimate provider. And I mean, he always saw fit that I had what I needed. But like you, just coming into this now opportunity and learning the skill set that can now change our lives, and you can literally make money when you want to. And it came at a perfect time for me. And as you have said, that it came at a perfect time for you, especially with this pandemic, because the world just slowed down, like just slowed down. So now that you're a part of the Retired in 365 family and you're learning how to trade, like, how has that impacted your life?
Man, it's been a blessing, because to have learned the skill set that we've learned, especially through, our good friend and our mentor, well, I say mentors, Charles Dyson, also Paris, and I know Javon. It's Jasmina. I wish I would have did this like 3 years ago.
Who are you telling?
Honestly, I'm telling you, girl. And everybody that's watching, I should have did this 3 years ago, but everything happened. It's all good, but everything happens for a reason and at the right time, So it's honestly has been a real blessing, and it's crazy. It came at a time, like you said, in a pandemic, where everybody. I mean, I don't want to say everybody, but majority of a lot of people, unfortunately, have lost their jobs because of it. And this opportunity to actually be able to turn your phone into a literal ATM.
Right.
Like, once I saw that and actually did it for myself, I was like, oh, no. I'm a trader for life. And plus now I'm able to, because one of my, reasons why is to keep my parents retired and my family retired as well. And so I'm with this skill set, I'm able to do that, and it's Jasmine, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. Like, I don't know how else I can really describe it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel blessed that the Most High have, blessed me with this opportunity again. And then not only that, but to lead me to this organization with people like yourself, Charles Dyson, Paris, Javon, Bev, Erica, Ben, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could keep going on, but like-minded individuals that honestly, and I'm not saying this, this might sound cliche, people I'm with, they all, no, we're supportive. Like, it feels like a family, honestly.
That's facts.
Yeah, and it's like, man, it's just amazing to be in a group that actually wants to see you win, want to help you out, supports you, and just want to see you win. It's amazing. It's actually amazing.
Right. And even those people, Like I had somebody tell me last night, like, look, I'm about to tell you, you need to stop letting people play with you. Like to even have people to keep you accountable too. So yeah, everything, we speak positivity and all of that, but then also to have those people when they see better for you and they see greater in you to literally like say, look, you need to get it together. Or, like there really can't be a bad day
Right.
in this movement. And I say that because even when I feel like having a bad day, like even when I remember telling Javon one time, like, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to be in my feelings right now.
Right.
But he didn't let that happen. He called me and was like, I know you said you didn't want to talk to me, but I answered and we talked it out and I woke up and I felt so much better the next day. So even having just that family of people that you didn't even know. My January 1st, 2020 looked completely than it does right now as far as the people that are in my life. That doesn't take away from the people that I know, my family I have back home, but that just shows how God moves and he gives you what you need for the season that you're in.
Amen.
Like it's just mind-boggling to me. Okay, so when you talked about your 5 reasons why, because I really want to expound on how it's much bigger than like money, 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 money. Like it's not like, yes, that is our goal, is financial freedom and time freedom and leaving a legacy and building generational wealth when we trade, learning this skill set. But our 5 reasons why, do you want to expound on some of yours?
Yeah, well, my first one is to keep my parents retired and
Mm-hmm.
keep my family retired. My second one is to retire myself within a year. Also, not only just to help my friends, my family, and myself, but also to help my friends and their family, and then people I don't even know. Just help them because, like you said, it's not all about the money, honestly. And I know that sounds cliche too. People are like, oh, it ain't all about the money. But it honestly, and I know I can speak for me, I can speak for you and everybody in our organization. It's really not about the money. That's just a bonus, right? Like to actually help someone change their situation, not only their lives, but help their family lives. You know what I'm saying? With this opportunity, it's amazing. Like no amount of money can buy that type of feeling you get when you actually help someone, and it's actually in the Bible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The more you help others, the more the Lord will bless you and the desires in your heart. I know you know exactly where that scripture is. I'm just getting there, so I
Oh,
can.
that's my Bible trivia. No, but you're right, because even and I'll let you finish, but even it does say in the Bible that being kind and when you give food to people you don't know, when you help people you never know, like that you're basically helping him.
Yeah.
Because you never know who you're entertaining. You could be entertaining an angel. And because you've given to the least of these, is what it says. Like that is definitely honoring God. But go ahead.
No, no, no. I mean that's exactly how you stated. It's just like the other night I organized like a private training for the people that's in my organization on a harmonic scanner,
Mhm,
right? And I asked Paul to help me out with that, and
mhm.
so he did training. The next day, yesterday morning, one of the young ladies that's in my organization texted me. She was like, "Hey, I just want to say, I made my first $50 using that technique last night." And I was like, "What?" I'm jumping out of bed like I got, my pajamas halfway on and stuff, and I'm falling. My grandfather calling, "You all
Right.
right?" I'm like, "I'm good." Like I'm so excited.
Right.
And it just that feeling alone, getting that type of text, like helping
Mhm,
someone actually make $50 within minutes
mhm,
on their phone,
mhm.
like that's mind blowing. That's
Right.
mind blowing. Some
Right.
people make $50 an hour.
Mhm.
And if they do, they got to do a lot of work. A
For
lot of,
that.
exactly.
Exactly. And a lot of responsibility.
Exactly. Oh yeah, they're gonna add more responsibility.
Mhm.
So it's not, it's honestly not about the money. It's just getting. I would love to get that type of text every morning.
Right,
Every morning.
right.
It's amazing.
Right. And truth be told, because even if somebody's watching, they're like, well, $50. At the end of the day, that's $50 that you didn't have to work for. And if you can learn a skill set that can teach you, because it's all based on how much you risk.
Right.
If you can learn a skill set that could teach you to make $50, the more you become comfortable with it, you can make 500, you can make 5,000, you can make 50,000, because it's all about growing but that skill set
Yeah.
can teach you to make any amount of money. I was proud of my $54 testimony when I first did it within my first month of learning how to trade. I was so proud. And I made that, like you said, it was about not in an hour. But I was like, dang, if I could do this, then I can do, like, I took $20 to 200 one time. Like, and I'm not going to sit here and say everything that I made, but it's just a testament of there's a better way where you could literally learn how to use your cell phone to make money, like, so you can have time to do all those other things that you wanted to do.
Exactly.
And that's just additional income for you to have those dreams that you always wanted to have.
Hey.
But I digress.
No, don't digress. Keep gressing. Keep gressing. I don't know that's a real word. Just keep gressing. Because that's the truth. It's honestly like you said, if you're able to make, what was your first? It was 52. Oh, 54.
My first profit was $54, and I was excited. I sent it to one of my friends, like, I just made $54 drinking coffee. What did you do? Good morning. Like,
no, it literally is. Listen, my first was $13.58.
mm-hmm.
I made that in 15 minutes
Mm.
from the comfort of my house out in pajamas.
Right.
15 minutes. I only put what, 60 cents.
Right. That's the beauty of it. Like 60 cents to, what did you say?
$13.58.
$13. And again, that same skill set. So instead of 60 cents, if you did $6 next time, even if you did $1, like, y'all could do the math.
Yeah.
So that same skill set, depending on how much you risk, you could actually grow more. So where do you see an opportunity like trading and being in the Retired in 365 family? Where do you see it taking you?
Where do I see it taking me?
Yes.
Man, I see it taking me, honestly, it's gonna take me to reach all my whys. It's gonna be able to take me there. Like, and I would say within a year. Within a year, I'm gonna get there. Before that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to try to, how many movies I'm gonna have to try to get in. All right, how many shows we gonna have to try to do. Trying to save how much each. It's just like with this, it's like you said, we go into the market, we can put in a trade, we can make as much as we want. Then on the residual side too, that also comes into play. And so that's going to
golden
exactly
opportunity.
Golden
opportunity.
No, listen, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, listen. So no, I see it taking me, to the point to where all of my whys will be accomplished within a year. Within a year, and I'm seriously serious when I say that, within a year. Before this opportunity, I couldn't be as confident as I am right now. Even with, and I don't want to diminish the success that we've had, in the entertainment, business, but it doesn't compare to what we have right now and what we're helping other people to learn, to help them as well. So, yeah, that's why I see it. I see it. I could get, how everybody say, when I grow, I want to have a house with a white picket fence, the dog. It's going to give me all that. I don't want the white picket fence, though. I don't want, I'm more modern, you know what I'm saying? I don't need the white picket fence. But yeah. And the thing is, too, with this, it's like, like you said before, this it's not all about money. It's about actually getting your freedom back. It's about getting. That's what it really is. That's the real message. It's really your freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do, wherever you want to do it, with whomever you want to do it, for how long. Because all right, before even the entertainment, right? I have 2 degrees. One in massage therapy, one in surgical tech, right? I remember I used to be in surgery. We used to sometimes 18 hours, sometimes 24-hour surgery days, right? And I'm in surgery. It's interesting now, don't get me wrong, but I'm just sitting there like, what if, I want to get married, I want to have kids. I don't want to be at a football game or a dance recital and then, get that message, oh, I got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't have time to come home, spend with my kids. I'm not saying I don't have kids yet, just in case somebody hopped on.
Just in case anybody's out there listening, he's single.
Let them know.
We just gotta clear that up real quick.
No, but yeah, I just always wanted to have that freedom, so when that time come, I don't have to always miss out on anything, because like I said, no amount of money can buy that time back. Time is the most, like we heard last night, it's the most important commodity. It's
right.
Time, so
right.
It's a blessing.
And that's what becoming an investor is. At the end of the day, it's learning how to have your money make money for you. And that doesn't mean you still can't have your passions. Like, that doesn't mean if you want it to work. There are doctors that trade. Yeah. Wealthy people around the world trade. There are other people in the entertainment industry that are trading, musicians, actresses, actors. So it's not about giving up your passion. It's just having another solution to whatever it is that whatever you might be going through. Because like in your situation, when the world shut down, there was no filming, So, and artists around the world, musicians, they're not going on tour. Like, everybody in this world, there was nobody that was above what hit us this past few months. No one. Athletes, no one. So that's what trading is about. And that's like, it's literally a life-changing solution to when stuff like this happens, because it's going to happen again. Maybe not in this form, but in the event you wanted to say, you know what, I'm done. You have something else.
Exactly.
And this something else, trading, can pay you more than anything else on this earth can pay you, because there's no cap.
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to, just piggyback off what you're saying. Like, it's before this, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm in it, I'm just like, oh, it's a whole nother side of how you really can make money. Like, everybody, all the big, famous investors, like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett, and, I see now. Now I see, because before, we were so preconditioned to a certain system, go to school, get an education, go to high school, college, come out, work for somebody 20 to 40 plus years, retire. That's what we're preconditioned to. But to find this side, to position ourselves on the right side of the quadrant now, with like you said, the business owners and investors, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm not trying to go back. I'm not knocking anybody that has a 9 to 5 or that's an entrepreneur or anything like that. It's amazing, but trust me, trust Jasmina.
Better.
It is better on the other side. It is greener on the other side.
Right.
So.
Because it's always been one of those things, honestly, because for years, I don't even know where those books are. I always wanted to learn stocks. Mm-hmm. So I would buy books. I would try and teach myself. I was trying to educate myself on like the history of it and how I could actually get involved with it. So that's why when this was presented to me, I was like, oh, it's a no-brainer, because it's pretty sad when really the only people that get to, well, before now, but really the only people that were able to participate in these types of things, they may have come from a wealthy family, or they may have went to school for it, or they were fortunate enough to know somebody that wanted to give them the information. But now we're in a situation or a position where the tools are out there for that person that always said, I always wanted to learn how to invest or become an investor. Nobody in my family invests, or I may not feel like I have enough money to invest with. Being introduced to the Forex market, like it's so low, like the amount of investment is so low.
Right.
That's the other beauty of it, is the investment doesn't have to be as much. Like, you don't have to be wealthy to do it, although it will make you wealthy if you stick with it. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. Where else can you do that where you're not exchanging all your time and you could actually become wealthy with such a low investment?
I don't know no other. I'm trying to think of it when you explain it. I'm just like, nah.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I just have one more question.
Okay.
For the beginner or somebody out there who just is scared to do something like this, what would you say to them with you being a beginner?
Well, I would just tell them you got to get over that fear,
Mm-hmm.
because for a long time I allowed that fear to stop me from taking certain opportunities, and this was one of them 2-3 years ago. It stopped me from really taking the opportunity. And like you said, like history is going to repeat itself. 2008, the economy was bad. Look at it now. We got hit with a double whammy, pandemic, and the economy is bad. So we don't know what it's going to be next time. But because in the past I would allow that fear to stop me, I was in the same predicament each year. And I was like, that saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Right.
I felt that in my DNA this time.
Right.
And so I would just tell them, don't allow the lack of money to stop you from making money. You got to invest in yourself. If you can't have the confidence to invest in yourself, bet on yourself, I don't know what else to say. So also what actually helped me get over that fear too is I came across a scripture in the Bible again. I think 2 Timothy 1:7. The God hasn't put the spirit of fear in us, right, but of power, love, sound mind. And the way that happened and how I came across it and I read it, I was like, you know what? All right. So after that, I took that investment, invested in myself into this opportunity. And it's been the best decision I've ever made in my life up until this point. And I'm not saying that just because we're on this interview or we're in our organization. If anybody know me, I'm always open and honest. Like, this has been the best decision I've ever made in my life up until this point. And if I would allow that fear to have stopped me, I wouldn't be here talking to you. Exactly. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't have the skill set that I have now to be able to, reach my dreams and my goals and my whys. So I'll just tell them, get over the fear.
Right.
Get over that fear. Trust me.
Right.
It's worth it.
Well, thank you so much, Chaz, aka C Diddy.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for your time.
Can I ask you a question? What would you tell? Yeah. I said, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What would you tell somebody that's a beginner that's might be have that fear of investing in themselves into an opportunity like this? What would you tell them?
I would honestly say, because this has just been my motto since 2020 started, is just do it. And the reason why I say that is because they say that if you want something different, if you want different results, you have to do something different. And as I say over and over and over and over, what this period in time has taught me that is going to go down in the history books is that I have to think of what I can do for myself, as far as not having to rely on other people to either sign my paycheck or just keep my financial future and my family's financial future in their hands. So this is the only solution that I know of where you can do that. And at the end of the day, fear is taught. And if you continue to allow fear, it's going to be, or allow fear to stop you, it's going to be repeated behavior that's going to always stop you. Therefore, you're never going to get to the destination that you know your life needs to be in, because you have fear. And all fear is made up anyways, because a lot of times we fear things and we haven't even experienced it.
Exactly. Come on,
so you've already made up in your mind this fictitious feeling that you can't even validate it. You can't even validate that fear. So that's why I say you can't really be fearful when it has to do something that is backed up with proof, especially because the foreign exchange market isn't new. People do make money off of it. So the fact that it has written proof that it works and it's changing people's lives, the only reason to fear it, or there is no reason, but the only way people will fear it is because they can't get out of their self.
Right.
So just do it at the end of the day. Take your freedom and your family's freedom into your own hands. And it doesn't have to stop exactly what you're doing now. You could still own all those businesses that you want to own. You can still work that job, because we do need people to still have jobs. We still need our doctors. We still need people to run businesses. We still need people to run the grocery stores and be realtors. We still need all of that. But don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's all I'm saying, is just don't put all your eggs in one basket. A solution that can literally grow your money for you in your sleep. And they say if you don't learn how to make money in your sleep, you're going to work forever. So it's about getting to the finish line faster so you can go ahead and live the life that you deserve and not be 80 years old still working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything you saying, I feel it. I feel it, all right? Listen now, I feel like I'm in church. I'm in church right now. I'm not even in my grandparents' room. Right? Come on now, Jasmine. No, but everything you said is honestly, it's true. It is true, you know? Guys, don't let the fear stop you. We telling you, don't let it stop you. Trust us. Trust us. But yeah, this has been hey, Jasmine, this has been great. What else? Yeah. What else?
That's all I have for you. But we could definitely do this again.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in learning how to literally change the trajectory of your life and learn a skill set that could pay you forever, and actually have a mentor, because that's another way people fail, is they try and do things on their own, and because they're hard-headed or whatever the case is. But you must have a mentor, and that's somebody who doesn't sign your paycheck, that actually wants to see you succeed. So I'm here, Chaz is here. If you're watching it on his page, get back to him. If you're watching it on mine, go ahead and get back to me and make the decision that can literally change your life forever today. Because tomorrow's never promised, and you never know what your life can look like tomorrow because you said yes. So that's all I have. Thanks again, Chaz. And I'm going to go ahead and end this live right now.
Appreciate it.
I think it's ending right now. Did it end? I don't know. Hold on.